For much of 2020, Australia's success in controlling the virus was the envy of the world. By March of that year, as Italian hospitals drowned in cases and the UK dithered about restrictions, Australia decisively closed its borders, and the tactic initially paid off. A country of 25 million people, it has recorded just over 900 coronavirus-related deaths since the pandemic began. Its total case numbers are around 32,000, a figure the UK is exceeding daily. And its economy has bounced back. But more than a year on, Australians remain shut inside their gilded cage, relying on a series of short, sharp lockdowns to quell an outbreak of the highly contagious Delta variant. More than half the population, including those in state capitals Sydney, Melbourne, and Adelaide, are again living under lockdown measures following dozens of new cases. While other Western countries surge ahead with their vaccination rollouts and begin to reopen, Australia's has been achingly slow. Just over 11% of Australians are fully vaccinated, the lowest of the OECD's 38 countries. Fortress Australia is now facing uncomfortable questions about just how far this island sanctuary is willing to go to protect itself from external threats, including raising the drawbridge to its own citizens. Australians have been willing to put up with restrictions which elsewhere in the democratic world would have been entirely politically impossible, said Mark Steers, director of the Sydney Policy Lab at the University of Sydney. That's because these restrictions speak to quite a deep cultural sense that danger lurks overseas, and the best thing that Australia can do in these moments is cut itself off from the world, Steers added. The challenge now is how to rejoin it. Cutting the number of returning travelers is seen as an easy way to relieve pressure on the system, as contact tracers gather information on exposure sites and state leaders impose local restrictions and lockdowns. But the latest series of lockdowns are testing Australians' patience, with protests against the new restrictions on Saturday drawing thousands across the nation's major cities. And frustration is growing over the country's woeful vaccine rollout. The government initially planned to fully vaccinate all adults by the end of October. On Thursday, an increasingly under pressure Morris